Mother, Father has requested to see me in his office after church tonight. Have I done something?
Oh no, my dear, not at all. It is your father's wish that you not return to Charleston. I am sure that is why he wishes to speak to you. Since it is the end of the quarter, he plans to recall you from Miss Bates's school.
But Mother, I'm doing well in all my classes.
I know, my dear, and recalling you has nothing to do with grades. Your father believes you have seen enough for one winter. He fears, as he puts it, that Charleston has turned your brain and disqualified you for life here in the back country.
No matter how long I live in the big city, my thoughts and love will always be back here in the old Pendleton district.
I know that, but you must remember that he only has your best interest in mind. He is afraid you will come to admire the embellishments of man more than the beauty of the country, with all of its mountains and lakes and deer, all planned and executed by the great architect of the universe.
I would hope you could show him otherwise. I have remained plain and unaffected in my manners and deportment.
Yes, I can see that you are still uncontaminated by those false requirements practiced in the social circles of big city life, but, my dear, I'm afraid my opinion really does not matter. Your father's wishes, right or wrong, will be honored.
There must be something we can do to change his mind.
Margaret, there is no we. This is your father's decision, and I will not enter into this discussion. If you wish to return to Charleston, then you must convince him.
Father should trust me. I learned at a very early age that not all is gold that glitters. No matter how long I stay in Charleston, I will not be affected.
Nevertheless, my dear, I think you should start thinking about how you will spend your time when you return here to Pendleton. I know your father quite well, and his mind will not be changed.
Did I hear that Mr. Maverick's grandson is in town?
You did indeed, and he is not just visiting. His family has moved here to stay, to help Mr. Maverick with Montpelier. Since his stroke, Mr. Maverick requires help running the plantation. Why, Margaret, are you smitten with young Mr. Van Wyck?
I will only say, I may enjoy returning to Pendleton after all. Samuel and I have been friends since childhood. Despite the circumstances, it'll be good to see him again. Perhaps I will have an escort for the Christmas season after all.
Perhaps you shall, my dear, but I would not count on his calling upon you just yet. There is still much to do at Montpelier, and in the meantime, there is plenty to keep you busy here.
Like?
Well, for one thing, we need to finish decorating this house for the holidays. With preparing the children for their tableaus, I have followed so far behind. And then, of course, Christmas Eve is church, and then Christmas morning, you know, will come bright and early when all of our friends arrive in their carriages to join us for breakfast and eggnog.
With school closed for the holidays, I can help teach the younger children their lessons, and if they take anything after their older sister, I know that they like to play hopscotch, Anthony over, shinny, or jump rope. That will give you time to finish up your holiday preparations.
Thank you, my dear. That's so thoughtful of you. And then, of course, when school reopens here, you'll be attending.
I remember Mr. Maverick taking us to town in his carriage. Does he still have his two horses, Thunder and Lightning?
Indeed he does. And I don't think Mr. Maverick will be able to drive the carriage himself. So I would not be surprised if it were not young Mr. Van Wyck who drives the carriage into town.
My days here in Pendleton are looking much brighter.
Indeed. And